But definitely, I believe the final they're going to face a lot of disappointment because Infantino is not even hiding it. Each time he's watching Argentina match and other matches, he doesn't hide it. He's just up for Argentina. Yes.
All right, thank you. This feels good. I can always continue. So, do you have anything? Do you have anything?
I just want to scandal now. I don't know if you have seen that one again. I went to one. PC, I don't know. I'm not commercial. I'm not talking also. NPC secrets hire top managing from South. No budget the middle of another scandal. Now I think that she will look beginning.
Alright, wonderful listeners of Badeggi Radio 90.1 FM. Thank you for staying out with us. And away from the sporting scene, yes, Mr. Paya is a Cristiano Ronaldo fan. So you should understand why he's talking like that. So because I believe that the Messi fans would have a different opinion about that particular scenario, because they will tell you that that the FIFA is not helping Argentina. That's what the Messi fans will say. But away from that, Mr. Paya, just yesterday we saw the court giving a final forfeiture order of over 40 properties of Abubakar Malami back to the EFCC.
Well, I think it's something that we expected. You know, any public office holder who serve should be ready to face the law. Most importantly, if you acquire wealth more than expected. And this is what we expected the ICPC to do to El-Rufai. If you have any issue against him, take him to court so that where they can have a fair trial. Like Malami now is a military person, is a lawyer, and taking him into court now, it is now the court that will now judge. So there are some items that for property that is linked to him, which they believe is a proceed of corruption while in office. If this fact has been established, fine, that is what we want. So the fact that you are supporting someone does not mean that that person should not face justice. So he face the full right of the law, and whatsoever the constitution, the law stipulated, shall be meted on him. So I think what the court did, because I believe they would have given him a chance to come out to clear, to prove whether that property was not acquired using public funds or not. So since the court has determined, I think life goes on.
Life goes on.
Yes.
So final forfeiture?
Final forfeiture.
Final forfeiture.
Except if you want to
maybe appeal.
Go to Supreme Court, right?
Yes, you can appeal that decision. But at the same time, we're having more scandals still coming your way. As a Femi Gbajabiamila allegedly in another scandal of diversion of COVID-19 palliative funds. Yes, and that's so I say that whoever that is after Gbaja is really coordinating the attack properly with several undeniable evidence. At the end, it's either the president asks Gbaja to resign or he manage him till after election and reappoint another chief of staff. This news of alleged diversion of 3 billion naira COVID-19 palliative funds has emerged amid an already ongoing fake agency scandal in which his name was mentioned. And we have a document here which says the Honorable Minister, Federal Ministry of Finance, Humanitarian Affairs, I beg your pardon, and Poverty Alleviation, 3 Armed Zone, conveyance of approval to use 3 billion naira from the COVID-19 palliative fund for verification of the National Social Register. Okay. Says that the above subject refers, please be informed that Mr. President has approved the expenditure of 3 billion naira from the COVID-19 palliative fund for verification of the National Social Register. Please accept the assurance of my highest regard. This is Femi Gbajabiamila, Chief of Staff to the President, and this letter was dated 2023, 18th September. So another one again. Now before you comment on that, Atiku said something also that same yesterday, where he said suspend Gbajabiamila to allow probe as Buhari did Babachir.
Yes. So yesterday we talk about Lord Babachir, because somebody was saying that this thing happened, even Buhari didn't do anything. And we told you, we gave you at least 2 to 3 examples of Buhari asking his one of members of his kitchen cabinet. They have asked out what was it called? Kemi Adeosun. They have asked out Babachir and David. So that is a very good example, and you know the bond between Buhari and Babachir. It took a long time, but the Senate then was never relenting. Senator Shehu Sani was on top of the game, and they are from the same party. So that is the difference we're seeing now. He was from the same party and the same northern. At the end of the day, look at how they asked him out. So we expected that the same thing should be done to Gbajabiamila. You can't, after suspending Leo Babachir David, then they now set up a poor panel, which at the end of the day, submitted to report, and he was being indicted in that clearing of IDP camp, which led to the money was being appropriated to clear ground, and the money was found. The ground was not cleared for IDP camp who are suffering from that terrorist attack, who were rendered homeless then. And now we're having similar thing, and the president is coming up. Why never, that's why the attack. He never come to say that he believes he has confidence in the integrity of any of his men. You understand? But this one, the president have already given you direction. No matter what, the committee that is being set up, is their effort is going to be an effort of utility, because the president have already earlier, not because of this case, earlier he has said that he has confidence in the integrity of his chief of staff. That is one, and that the box stops on his desk. So if whatever you do, it is the president who will give the final, go ahead, whether he should be sacked, appointed, or retained. And he is saying this boss stop. To sum it up again, he now said this campaign of calumny should stop. So president look at the whole thing as a campaign of calumny, either against Gbajabiamila, who is chief of staff, or against him as the president or his government. So the president is seeing the thing from different direction. So by the time you want to prop somebody and he's on that seat, you are deliberately frustrating the effort of the people you set up to investigate that person. So that is why I told you from the beginning. I said, write it down. This prop panel is going nowhere. There's not going to be any result, because Gbajabiamila is more closer to the president than the Minister of Humanitarian, who at the beginning was suspended. You understand? And prop panel was set up. Up to this moment, nothing has come out of it, and they gave them 6 months. So it's 6 weeks then. So 6 weeks now. Today we are having almost 3 years into the government, and yet the report of humanitarian, Ministry of Humanitarian and Disaster Management have not come out. And a lot of billions of naira has been appropriated to that ministry. Where is the money going to? The homegrown feeding program that they say they want to continue, where is the program? All this Empower, whatever, all this empowerment, where is the program? They will tell you that the pro panel has not submitted the result or whatever. We don't know.
All right, we hope and pray, because at the end of the day, the prince has been arrested. But why are the Senate insisting that a fresh probe should not be done? Okay, let's agree that you've arrested the man who is the culprit, but a whole lot of people's hands are involved in this thing, Mr. Paya, from the top to the bottom. And if we don't start, investigating this kind of issues, this is not a campaign of calumny. This is something where we are seeing bogus amounts, being named here and there. This is something that, if it was not realized quickly, over 1 point something billion from our what do we call it? The bill that the budget, I beg your pardon, from our budget is going to go just like that, without anybody knowing about it, in a situation where the country is borrowing money to carry out every of its function. And now we are seeing frivolity here and then. And you are not saying that we should not ask questions. Mr. Paya, this is one of the major problems, we are having in this country. When you say people should not ask questions. But people need to ask questions, and we need to get answers. So me, I am of that opinion that the Senate should stop that thing, and people should start knowing who your senators are. You should start knowing these are the people that are actually after your common interest in your country, by your locality. You should start calling your senators, your reps. This is a clarion call to Nigerians. So you start calling your senators and your reps back home and ask them what is happening in the house. You can't just go there and start sitting on mandate and be everything that is coming. You don't look at what is happening between even Oshomole and the issue of the NNPC too. When he called for them, that no, we need to know what was done. Like play, that one to have been swept under the carpet.
Of course.
Nothing. We are not going to hear anything about it. Such humongous amount of money. Those money, Mr. Paya, if this money are being blocked, if all these leakages are being blocked, most of the money we are borrowing, we don't need to borrow for. We'll be having more than enough on ground to do everything that we want to do.
It's very, very unfortunate what is happening in this country, really. And like I said, Nigerian politics, the more you look, the less you see. You can see how those people who are supposed to be the custodian of law, those people who are supposed to be, legislating, are the one who is covering up any shenanigan that is coming out. You can imagine in the National Assembly, they are saying it is a disgrace for governor to ask for a probe against what has actually happened in his own state. You begin to wonder, where are we going in this country? The governor is wrong when a lot of things has happened in this country and nothing has been done, and you are now saying it is a wrong thing for us to ask for accountability. Yesterday, look at how the senator, what is it called, this Adam Shumole was vehemently condemning what Governor Sheyi Makinde did. Okay, yes. It wasn't a shame when Nigeria went to ask America to come and help fight Boko Haram, to the extent that they have to throw bombs in Nigeria against Nigeria's consent, against our own approval. We have not seeking of approval from Nigerians, so we want and ask Americans to come and what shame could be greater than that one? But now that children have been abducted and they feel monkey hand resemble that of human being, there is a skeleton in the cupboard and nobody is owning up to that, take on that responsibility to find out. The governor is now saying, because the thing is above his power, he's now calling on a body, international body, the same international body you come and help to fight Boko Haram in the country. They said Boko Haram adopted our children and these children have been released. And there are a lot of issues. Come and help us do investigation to see who are those who have been hand in it, so that we can curtail the level of unwarranted kidnapping, because it's on the rise now. Every day you open your TV or you tune up to your media, you keep having a report of arrest or adoption of either school children or passengers or people being a village being evaded and the residents are being carted away with. and you are saying it's wrong for the government to call for probe, but it's not wrong for you. It's the senator, Oshomole is saying that. Look at how you're defending that. So it's crazy. And next NNPC, you are going out to borrow money, and few individuals in the NNPC have siphoned Nigeria resources, and you said they should not set up a probe panel to investigate and recover this money so that we can stop borrowing and utilize our resources. It's unfortunate.
It is very unfortunate. And talking about insecurity, like we brought the news of that of the Oriye children who were released, but 62 days after Mr. Paya, the children of Borno have not still been reunited with their parents. Yes, 62 days after the abduction of 42 pupils of Musa Primary and Junior Secondary School in Borno State, their parents said they are still waiting anxiously for news of their children's whereabouts. The pupils, including toddlers, were abducted on May 15, 2026 from their classrooms in Musa Community, Askira Uba local government area. A parent who spoke with newsmen said no group has claimed responsibility for the abduction and no ransom demand has been made. One of the parents said the uncertainty has left the families traumatized. As she said, we have barely slept since the day our children were abducted. We constantly think about the conditions they are facing in captivity. Says my wife and other mothers have hardly slept since the incident happened and we have not heard anything about our children, Mr. Fire. What kind of emotional trauma would these people be going through currently, you know?
And that is why every day we wake up, we keep on having this government keep on giving us surprise and the doubts they sending into Nigerian minds. Haba, let's look at this now. This is Nigeria. We should begin to think in a nationalistic way. We should have that nationalist spirit. We should have the spirit of nationalism. They adopted Oyo children the same way they adopted Borno Musawa children, Borno children from Musa. And look at the type of arsenal that is being sent to Oyo, that forest. Look at the high level of personnel that is being sent to that place to get those children rescued. From the very point of their, adoption, when the government came in, the federal government came in with its with all level of commitment, and you can see what happened after 56 days. And this one now are in captivity for more than that same day, more than 60 days they are in captivity, and nobody is even talking about that. And that is why when Adam Oshomole was condemning Governor Sheyi Makinde, I weep for this country because Sheyi Makinde's call for probe was not only basically for Oyo children alone. He said there are a lot of children in captivity. A lot of schools are being evaded. We need to find out because we cannot continue to live under the fear of being adoption. It's definitely going to lead to having a lot of unprecedented, unwarranted out of school children, because I can't allow my children to go to school with the fear that they will be arrested or they will be kidnapped. So what he is saying, there should be proper panels so that whosoever those individuals who are having a hand in this thing should be brought to book so that we can have free education that will be going smoothly without the fear of adoption. But look at how he was being misquoted, and look at how this thing was being misinterpreted for personal and selfish gain. So what is Adam Oshomole and his life talking about the children of Musa in Borno State, where these children were being adopted? What are they saying about the Woro in Niger State? There are about more than 100 adopted. Nobody even hear about this. Their stories are being even spread under the carpet. We have a kidnap of over many children, hundreds of them in Paturi, only for them to get them released or returned without battle. Where is this? So all this is begging for question. And again, there's another one in Maga, in KB State. All these are begging for question. So the government every day, instead of you giving people confidence that you are on top of the game, but always send Nigerians into having some kind of doubting Thomases, whether there is a government, if there is a government, where the government is a functional government. It's unfortunate.
It is very, very unfortunate. And we just hope and pray that one way or the other, they are going to take our lives serious. It is very, very important because we can't continue like this, Mr. Paya. People will revolt. I'm saying this thing. All right. We have another scandal again from the NNPCL. Yes, I don't know. We're in a season of scandal this time around.
No, what do you expect? It should be.
It's a scandalous season.
when you have those people who are supposed to checkmate these scandalous activities are now supporting or defending the perpetrators of these scandals.
All right.
Go ahead.
All right, we have this one from the Daily Nigerian saying NNPCL secretly hires top managers from South after halting oil exploration in the North. Yes, with a little bit insight into that story. Saying the NNPCL secretly hires top managers from South after halting oil exploration funding in North. As fresh controversy has engulfed Nigeria's oil and gas sector following allegations that the NNPCL quietly recruited mostly Southerners into executive and middle management positions amid claims that the exercise violated the federal character principle. Sources told Daily Nigerian that the recruitment conducted alongside our company's accelerated and voluntary exit program lacked transparency and was carried out without public advertisement or clearly defined selection criteria. And the development comes as stakeholders also criticized President Bola Tinubu's Executive Order 9, which redirects funds previously allocated to frontier oil exploration into the Federation account. And according to industry players, the twin developments have raised serious concerns over transparency, regional inclusion, corporate governance, and Nigeria's long-term energy security. So, Mr. Apaya.
What do you expect? Have you not witnessed that before? During President Goodluck Jonathan, when Radioi died, and I think before he even died, when Jacob Buhari and some nationalists stood, on the streets to actually protest against cabal continue holding the president. They make it possible that the vice president should take over constitutionally. They now gave Goodluck Jonathan power. One of those surprises and gift he gave to the North was reallocating the funds that is meant to dredge Barrow Port to Niger Delta, military program that was being established to take care of Niger Delta so that they can solve that militancy they were doing then. It shocks many people because it was a project that has been abandoned for decades. God in His infinite mercy gave let Radioi the wisdom to revive that thing, only for us to have it being funds made for that project being reallocated to Niger Delta. So this is one of those ethnicity and regional jingoism that is actually bedeviling this country. You can see what is happening now. President Muhammadu Buhari in the magnanimity look at since one of those reasons by that these Southerners are calling for secession or breaking dividing the country is because of the rich oil industry they have, and we feel even in the north there is oil. They started exploration. A lot of resources has been committed into that project, even though Buhari could not finish it. Since the government is a continuous process, we are hoping that President Tinubu will continue. Unfortunately, you can now see the story that is coming out. So it's like we're having history repeating itself, and it doesn't augur well for this country. Again, this is not the first time, even this government. There was a time, Hypertech, Hypertech is a commission that is being created to take care of states who are having this issue of dam, who are generating electricity and are being dammed by these dams. So this Hypertech was, and there is an act that is establishing the Hypertech, that whosoever is going to chair the Hypertech must be from the region where, from the member state that is having this issue. Unfortunately, there was a time President Bola Tinubu appointed somebody from his own extraction, so that there was a lot of outcry. The outcry was too much because the uproar was so resounding that they could not hold the pressure and they have to give it up. So you see, even this one, I think they don't need to keep quiet. They need to make a lot of noise so that the right thing will be done. The money that has been appropriated, the oil exploration in the north is not for north, it's for Nigeria. The same way the northern Nigerian, the granite pyramids, the resources from the granite and kutum was used in developing the oil wells in the country today. I want to tell you that is the money recover from agriculture in the north was used to build the oil wells in the south and the other part of the country. So that gesture should be reciprocated. They should, even if it is a national commonwealth, but it is not only meant to build oil company or oil wells in the north. If the oil wells are built, it's for the benefit of Nigeria. So why are you now diverting the resources? And you are calling, you are acting of how to generate revenue. You have gotten opportunity that you can stop borrowing from the foreign country and the international financial whatever, and you don't want to take the opportunity. It's unfortunate.
It is very unfortunate, but I think, Mr. Ba, me I'm having a divergent view about all this.
Okay.
I feel like we should have moved way past solely relying on oil, the crude oil for our IGR, because the north, like I used to tell people, has the possibility to be the biggest region in the whole of Nigeria. Let's even forget the oil. Let's leave the oil out of it. We have the population over here in the north. We have the capital, the human capital over here in the north. We have the land. The issue is this insecurity. If we can remove this insecurity, Mr. Apaya, we have the biggest land mass to house the companies. There is no land. Forget the south. Both west and east, they don't have land over there.
Compared to
the north. That one is an open something that everybody knows. So we have the land for expansion over here in the north. If there will be a deliberate effort from the government, both at state level and at the federal level, if there will be a deliberate effort, a political will that they want to do this thing. Because why I said this thing is insecurity is one of the issues. You made mention of granite pyramid back in the days. Now we always know the north as the biggest in terms of agriculture. So what happened to the agriculture along the line? That is one. Two, things what we get inside ground for this north, under the ground, within the ground, talking about mineral resources, which is also attracting insecurity majorly in the region too. These are things that I feel like if we can look at it, because this crude oil that you are seeing, it comes with its own adverse effects on the people in the environment and even on the environment itself. If you go to the southeast where these explorations are going in, I tell you, they don't have it fine that much. The creeks where this thing actually happened, you've been to the creeks before. How are their rivers?
Yes. Their water is very contaminated.
Even the air you are breathing in, you wake up in the morning, I've seen videos. Everything is so polluted, you don't even,
The air is polluted, the land is degraded, the water is contaminated. Actually, all life there is...
They are just...
But there's money.
There's money.
There's money.
There is
very few individuals.
Yes, for very so that's how we are just looking at it, though. I don't know.
yes, the land in the north is supposed to be a blessing, but we deliberately, because of our greed, we have abandoned the natural endowments. We have been endowed naturally, and that is why I told you that the agriculture was it was the Nigerian economy had before we shift this oil that came. Supposed to be an added economic hub. Unfortunately, we now frustrated agriculture, and you can see what is happening. And again, let me tell you, sometimes that's why it's so good to set a very bad precedence. The underdevelopment of the North, if you look back, will never forgive Obasanjo. Because when Obasanjo returned to democracy, when we joined democracy in 1999, every effort Obasanjo was putting in place to make sure that all companies in the North crippled, all the textile industry in the North, the Kano, that one in Kano, Kaduna, Bauchi, Katsina. You see how Obasanjo frustrated everything, the issue of power, a lot of things that I don't want us to go into that because it's a whole lot of issues that I don't want to digress a little bit, but it's history has shown that Obasanjo have frustrated the North. But realizing this, you need to wake up. When Buhari came up with the idea of reviving agriculture, and in fairness to him, he has actually started well. Only that just like Baba used to say, people don't have cabinet. The cabinet issue actually affected Buhari because Buhari doesn't have much political sagacity. he was just relying on his integrity. And unfortunately, Buhari wants something again. He have that spirit of vendetta, but he was doing technically because, you know, he say he is a repentant Democrat. He believes as he's ruling, the national community are watching him. So he was doing the thing. His vendetta thing was the technical thing he was doing, but he actually has planned agricultural wise for the north, and that is why that's Anchor Borrower program that was being championed by the CVN when they are giving you know, trader money, farmer money, or whatever the money, and you see how for instance state like Kebbi took advantage. The project came to Niger State. They came to Niger State here. Unfortunately, the government of Niger State were, you know, holding the issue with a kid close. You are so lackadaisical over it, where they are supposed to take the people, they do not take them, and before you know it, they have to move to Kebbi. And look at Kebbi is not more endowed than us in Niger State in terms of you know, farmland, in terms of agriculture. And like I said, I always say it's there in record. Go to Badeggi, the land, the right potentiality in Badeggi alone is capable of feeding the whole of Nigeria sufficiently with rice. And if you look at other places in Zone A, Badeggi is just one. You have 8 local government in Zone A. Badeggi is under Kacha. So to tell you, Kacha is capable of feeding the whole of Nigeria sufficiently with rice. Now, when you bring other local government, it's capable of feeding the whole of West Africa sufficiently with rice. But look at, we all know this, you know, researches are there. You know, we have all this information. Every government that came have this available information on its desk, but deliberately they refuse to use. Why who actually came and wanted to make use of it, but because he doesn't have strong men, men of sound character to pursue, to drive that program, you can see how it started well, but at the end of the day it crashed because the much-needed commitment that is required was not put in place. Godin Monvele, who is the civilian governor, was actually, you know, doing well, you know, some large extent, because we can see how KB people, how you understand that it has actually, you know, yielded positive result. It was then that we begin to see farmers in KB State were the largest in terms of people who go to Hajj. You know, an average northern man. You understand? Once you get money, the next thing you think of marriage. So you begin to see many of them adding more wives, going to Hajj. You understand? So that is to tell you that the program actually worked well. So we expected that you know, this government, since they are promised to continue from where the previous government stops, we expected that more commitment should be put into the Anchor Borrowers program, so that at least we can have a lot of resources coming from the farmland. Again, the issue of insecurity was another very, very, you know, troubling issue that actually frustrated the effort. So we expected that this government, when coming, put more commitment on agriculture, then deal with issue of insecurity. But what did they do? Nothing.
All right, for listeners, it will interest you to know that there was a time when Kaduna was the textile capital of West Africa, and Sir Ahmadu Bello established the Kaduna Textiles Limited in 1957 after visiting Egypt. And by the 1980s, Nigeria had 167 textile mills, employing over 500,000 workers directly. The industry contributed nearly 25% of manufacturing employment and was the second largest employer after the federal government. That was crazy.
And let me tell you one thing, and that is why I'm surprised each time northern governors have a meeting, go to Kaduna, the headquarters, to have a meeting. Now, what are you meeting? What are you meeting?
What are you meeting?
You have two things that if you put all efforts in one place, put all your eggs in one basket, and deal with two things, wallahi, nobody will frustrate you, nobody will intimidate you with issue of let's Nigerian break. They are saying make Nigerian break. Those who are championing the issue of secession is because they look at you as a scavenger, whereas you are not. You understand? The North is not a scavenger. They are looking at you as a parasite. North is not a parasite. It's never a parasite. In fact, North is the food basket of this country. Okay, look at it. If you meet, you only discuss political issue and your election bid. The 19 governors, can't you come and deliberate, have a conversation on how to revive your lost glory? Agriculture. How do we revive agriculture? There is no one single state in this northern state that is not having potentiality in terms of one crop or the other that you can harness in Niger State, like I said, for instance now, if you say, okay, the 500 million naira the northern governors are gathering to build their empire, okay, we gather all these 500 million naira each state. Why don't you face Niger State? This money, no governor, because we know we are the governors. If the money is within us, let's see who will steal the money from us. Let's channel this money. Go to Badeggi. You already have every structure. Badeggi is the first rice mill in Nigeria was in Badeggi. The structures are there, the land are there, the potentiality, everything is there. Nothing has been taken away. All you need to do is to update one or two things. Okay, let's go to Badeggi with the money. Bring the money to Badeggi. Let's start something. Let's see who are, even if it's 5 billion you have gathered, let's see who will have the infantry to come and touch that money. And let's see the contractor that will give this money and you will not do anything. You understand? You start from there. But you are only meeting Abuja to talk about your own re-election technically. Okay, now after agriculture, say, can you go to farm when the bandits have already occupied the farm? Okay, let's think of how to do away with any bandits. No bandits should be in our land. Call the emirs. It is you who knows these places, who knows this terrain. We don't want to see any bandits. Every governor should give marching order to his emir. You understand? Not the marching order you are giving here for political reason. Give a real marching order, a marching order that will live to be remembered. After you leave office, they will remember some of your marching order. The same marching order, the type of marching order Governor Mahazu Babangida Aliyu gave to do away with laporas in Mokwa. What they call them, this Darussalam. That type of marching order is what they not need. Come and give marching order. Nobody, we don't want to see any criminal in the bush. See if it will not work. Then you clear criminals from the bush. Agriculture, everybody is flourishing. Wallahi, nobody cares about it. You went to Bogo to build flyover, nobody cares. You have what is the fact? It is now that people are watching today. Okay, the new fact they share for this month now is 2.5 trillion naira. Before, nobody cares about it. Nobody will care about the fact again. Whatever you do with money, it is only then the governor will tell you, "Inna said the jar, me wanka." To me wana na da mu na santan je gona ni roman ce da kaina ba shi abincin in na yara na an koro su a makaranta zan ba za ma koro su ba saboda ina abinci a gona ina shi I can go to my store, pack some food, take it to market, buy what I want to buy, sell it and buy what I want to buy, come and pay my school fees. The resources that's coming, the fact that it's coming, in Gugadama, use it. Local government chairman, we touch up but we are relatively living peace. So this should be the conversation, not going to talk about 2027 at the end of the day. People are dying. It's unfortunate.
It is. And again, another thing we have in the north is sunlight again, Mr. Apaya. We have sunlight, so energy would not be a problem. That's another thing.
Yeah, of course, yes.
Energy would not be a problem for you.
It will never be.
It is just a matter of political will. Somebody who is ready to do this thing. And it is not the kind of leaders that we are having because Mr. Apaya, a whole lot of leaders, they just want to be there. But when asked them, what do you want to do when you get there? They don't even know. Or some will tell you, I'll give you water, I'll give you. Oh yeah, how do you want to go about to give me the water? He can't actually tell you. And that is to show you the quality of the leadership that you're having. And you know, you've always been saying this thing for the past week or so. We need leaders to start talking to us the way Peter Obi has been going around, you know, he's talking to people. We need to be seeing our leaders, you know, coming out, talking to the people, telling the people, okay, this is what we want to do. These are the plans we have for you. These are the policies that we have for you. Explain to the people, and this is what we have, and this is how we are going to go about it. And again, when you want to do something on behalf of us, Biko, you people should be trying to consult us.
For instance, sorry to believe, you now ask, what is the cost of us having a Marobon industries in Kano, in Kaduna? What is the cost? Is it Obasanjo that see the president? Is it not the president that we voted? Tinubu should be northern property, if you want to call of even ownership. We did not own Tinubu because we gave him 6 million votes. Even his people cannot boast of giving such votes. So since we give Mr. President, our industries are down. And what is the cost of the industry? Purely electricity. That's all the main thing. How do we think of another way of generating electricity to power our industries? So that by the time people have something to do, Nobody cares about government. In Kano, over 300 industry have been closed down. We go to Sharada, go to areas, you weep. You weep for the north. Because Kano is the economic hub of the north. Go to Kano, go and see how industries have been closed down because of just power. The same power Obasanjo, appropriated $16 billion. After $16 billion, what do you have? Darkness. So even if you are not going to interrogate Obasanjo, you understand, then think of how to revive this industry. He has done his worst, and he will remember in history as one of the person who killed the north, industrial wise. And economic wise, he killed the north. The record is there, so think of how to revive it.
All right. We hope because my people used to say that a knife cut a child's hand. You can't throw away the knife. The knife already do it you want
to show how to cover the bleeding process.
Exactly.
Stop the bleeding and how to get it healed.
Yes, to get it healed. So real quick, let's come back to our Niger State. There's a complaint about BESE going on. That is the basic examination, Kiniko, that our secondary school students are writing. There is that issue that is going on. And a whole lot of people are complaining. Some schools are not writing the exam. And the others who are writing, they are complaining of shortages of question papers, forcing some of the schools, to go and start photocopying question papers, or even, telling students to share question papers. Now, there's even another report that a business studies paper contained basic science questions. There's a video attached to it. Yes. So, Mr. Bai, what is going on with the Ministry of Education currently? What's up?
I think what we're going to do today, God's willing, before the end of work, we're going to write later to Ministry of Education. I don't want us to double into. We've seen something on social media. Since yesterday, I've been going through this thing, and I don't want us to. We write them.
Okay.
If we write them to come and explain what is happening. If they are unable to come, then I think from the investigation, from our own findings, we'll start analyzing it. So I think that is going to be more healthy to this issue. So I think it's better.
Alright, still in Niger State, we have Governor Bago appoints a new committee for Niger Tornadoes FC. Yes,
our darling
team. Whatever what happens at the end of the day, we would always support Niger Tornadoes. Yes, because that's one of the biggest, unifying factors in Niger State currently. That is one thing that you see. Bago supporter, the other person's supporter, like everybody would always come together once it comes to Niger Tornadoes, irrespective of religion.
It has been a uniting factor.
Yes, party affiliation, whatever it is. We all jam at the Bako Kotogora Stadium and we forget whatever our differences is for that 2 hours that we are going to watch that football. So yes, as we have a Niger State Governor, Farmer Umaru Muhammad Bago has approved the appointment of a new management committee for Niger Tornadoes Football Club, following the dissolution of the club's previous management. The approval, according to the Niger State Ministry of Sports, Youth and Social Development, is part of efforts to strengthen the administration and management of the club ahead of the forthcoming football season. So the statement issued by the ministry said the newly constituted committee is expected to provide effective leadership, enhance the club's performance, and advance the sporting aspirations of Niger State. The new management committee is headed by Dr. Abubakar Abdullahi Kuso Danwadatan Nupe as chairman. Other members of the committee include Suleiman Usman Babaramu as director of welfare, Alhaji Ibrahim Audi as director of logistics, Babale Musa Sam as team manager, Abdul Majid Ibrahim as sporting director, Adamu Yusuf as general coordinator, George Nu Dania as TMS officer, Rukaya Musa Evuti as the director of media, Muhammad D. Abdullahi as accountant, Samaila Musa as administrative officer, and Jibrin Aruna as secretary. Now, there's a good one. At least, we are getting the management team coming in early, so preparations, can start in earnest for the new incoming season.
We pray for their success.
Yes, always.
So, each time we have a new crop of leadership, we expect good things from them. So we hope with the leadership, Okuso, like you have said, you need to play football. Because the problem, sometimes one of the problem you have, if you give a management of a team to somebody who doesn't have that sports spirit of sport, they have not played the game. Definitely, there's the level of love for the game, for the whole job, will not be equal to that person who have actually played it, know the nitty gritty. So Kusotu has played, and he's a politician. Football has been, they have turned politics now. So you should understand there is a lot of political sagacity, and it is because of that political sagacity the management, the previous management, actually put in place. That is when they resolve to unnecessary blame. They keep on blaming the coach, they suspended the former coach, Coach Maji, not knowing that there are a whole lot of politics. And in terms of doing the politics, I want to tell this because it's there in record. There is a lot of interference, even from the management. I must say, Idada actually interfered too much to the coaching crew. He interfered too much. The records are there. Committee has been set up. The records are there. We are not putting it up, and that is one of the reasons for the failure of the coach. And I have to say, it's Maji failed because one of the reasons, the interference, he wasn't having freedom, much required freedom. So if this management is not ready to give the new crop of the technical team free hand to operate, is going to return to square zero. Let me tell you one of the incidents so that it will be as a lesson to the management and the crew. Maji at a point was given 3 matches, within which you have to win 2, and that 2 is away, 1 is home. He won 1, drew 1, and lose 1. He won 1 away, lose 1 away, and drew at home. And the singular away win he had, do you know how he got it? Every time he set a list, he must submit it for scrutiny. The head coach or the technical advisor of the team, after making selection, that selection must be subjected to a selection by the chairman of the team. So the last match, the match he won away, he deliberately refused to work with the return list, because after submitting the list, they will now return back to him, change the selection, and he have to use that selection. So he deliberately, stubbornly refused to change the selection, and that is how he got the result. So if this management see history, never forgive or forget. You might do something, you feel nobody sees you, but there is day of reckoning. Once history is there, it will still regurgitate itself to tell about what happened. So we are not here to slander any other person, but because there is a new crop of management and we want Tornado to succeed, so we must look back what makes the previous team fail. So it's not their fail because Magic Seal met Tornadoes in Premier League and he left Tornado in Premier League. Tornado was not relegated, but only that they narrowly escaped relegation. So they don't want that to happen. They gave this team mandate to be in the Continental. If you want this team to be in the Continental, then you must give the coach, the coaching crew, everybody was given his own duty to do. Unfortunately, there is one thing. I don't want to be pessimistic, but this is past time. I am asking question. The coach they appointed now in the last league took his team to relegation. You are bringing a relegate coach who took his team to relegation to come and man a Premier League. I don't know how, with magic. You understand? I don't know what makes him fail in Wiki Toriso that's coming to Tornadoes to take Tornadoes to Intercontinental. You couldn't maintain Wiki Story's status in the Premier League, but you are bringing him not only to take Tornadoes to retain, but to take Tornadoes to a position that you have to play Continental, either play first, coming first, second, or third. Only then you can go for Continental. I don't know, but probably if the management, anytime the management find time, but Badeggi Radio is open, there are a lot of issues because the other management have actually come to Badeggi Radio, seek for our partnership. We did a partnership, and that is why you see at half time of every match we go to the field to have people listen to the radio, to give people who are not be in the field, we give them updates. Some of the analysts we have Abla Ellis, the Ghana the Osmos. We used to have this type of so if the management actually want to continue the partnership, the door is open. Let's come and have conversation.
All right, always open to anybody and everybody at the end of the day. Yes, also away from that, we have Senate gives NNPC auditors 1 week to explain 210 trillion naira unreconciled account. The Senate Public Account Committee has given the external auditors of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited 1 week to provide documents explaining over 210 trillion naira recorded as receivables and payables in the company's audited financial statements. Receivables and payables. At a hearing on Wednesday, the committee directed the auditors to submit detailed schedules and audit working papers supporting about 107 trillion naira listed as receivables and 103 trillion naira recorded as payables. The auditors had requested 2 weeks to retrieve the documents, saying the schedules formed part of their audit working papers. However, the committee rejected the request. Committee Chairman Senator Ibrahim Dankwambo questioned why auditors who had certified the accounts needed more time to produce documents backing the figures. He says, if you already have the figures in your working papers, why do you need to go back before presenting them to this committee, he asked. Questions. Mr. Paya. Back and front again, NNPC again. NNPC would never just leave the headlines. I don't know why.
Why would they leave the headlines when the NNPC have been turned to cash cow by microscopic few individuals in the country, and nothing, every year. Even though please, I think with this issue of NNPC,
you have something in that regard.
Yes, there is a video I actually want us to play here.
Right.
I hope I get it very quickly. When the owner of Ife is actually trying to shower accolades at this government, and when he used the NNPC as one of the places where this government have actually achieved something great, and we keep on having NNPC having issues back and forth. I don't know. Let's hear Oni of Ife. I'm sending it to you to see, so that this issue of NNPC that is having a lot of issues, draining the country with a lot of resources going down the drain in NNPC. But only if you mention NNPC as one of the places that have actually received a kind of a tremendous reform, and should I say, it has been a reform for good, for the benefit of Nigeria. I don't know.
Reform?
Yes, yes, because we are talking about.
Is it the change of name that is a reform?
No,
or what?
yeah, he said we are talking about the deliverance that this government have delivered. I'm not having any issue whether the government have not delivered or not, but some of the key industries he mentioned that have actually, he said, have recorded a kind of developmental progress and changes. Is what is actually surprising to me, so that by the time we hear the owner of Ife, the listeners and Nigerians can be able to judge whether what he say is actually true or otherwise. Because he's an Oniho.
The owner of Ife is the leader of the Ife people.
So that I don't.
He's the leader of the Ife people.
I don't.
And the result is obvious. From the public governance and the private sector, what is happening in this country, we have never experienced it before. If you go to the capital market of Nigeria today, we we are getting to a market capitalization of over 140 trillion. Never in the history of Nigeria. Also, the foreign reserve of this country is now getting to $52 billion. This can finance importation in the next 3 years conveniently. The projection is there clearly that the dollar is going to be well stabilized and there will not be anything to shake our foreign exchange. The disparity is so close, no more arbitrage, no more rent scheme. We are now ready for real production in our country. Also, the truth be told, the turnaround in the economy of our dear country, the legacy of Mr. President will definitely speak for him. A very bold decision he took. We're seeing the impact. Never in the history of our country that Nigeria will play a very strategic role in European economy. Thank God for a company in Nigeria to have sustained the aviation industry of the entire European market. Right now, a company in Nigeria, a local company in Nigeria, is at par in terms of production capacity of aviation fuel of the entire United States of America. Also, our dear president is turning around the engine room of our economy. Look at what just happened with Ajaokuta Steel and NNPC, the strategic agreement in providing gas for an industry that they said it can never work in our country. I can go on and on about things that this government has achieved. On behalf of all the traditional rulers of this country, we are very proud and very happy to be associated with this government. I think every political leaders on behalf of Mr. President here today, please, the entire audience, if you truly know that you are not here for selfish reason, but for the sake of a betterment Nigeria, please give the president a reception.
Yes, you can hear that. And that was from the Oni of Ifedo. Yeah, Baba, me, I have a whole lot of disagreement with you on this one. Because you know, when he said it, you see that I brought out my keyboard and I started, because maybe we do not know about it. Maybe we do not know about it. So I quickly checked online to see whether it is functioning. It says no. The Ajaokuta steel mill is not back open for full-scale commercial steel production. The massive complex in Kogi State remains largely idle, though the light mills have been used intermittently for small-scale fabrication and iron rod production. So, nothing. But he said the federal government is in advanced talks with Chinese investors on a roughly $2 billion rehabilitation plan. So that one, we are always rehabilitating in this country, although at the end of the day,
ever since this government came on board, it's either signing one MOU or the other. Not even MOU on security have actually seen the light of the day. No MOU on everything MOU. So only I don't know what he actually is saying. Promise that have not seen the light of the day. These are all just rhetorics. We want reality. Reality. We talk about this industry that they can never work. Coincidentally, we talk about industries before now. Can industries in the north that have all collapsed as a result of power. You remove subsidy, you said there's going to be palliative measures. We're hoping that after removal of subsidy, there is going to be a kind of investment into gas, so that we will now have a shift in the petroleum or whatever. Then we'll begin to power our industries with gas. Even our cars, we have our vehicular movement should turn to using gas. But what do we see? At the end of the day, unfortunately again, you say on behalf of the traditional rulers in Nigeria. So on their behalf, so they all believe, the traditional rulers in Nigeria, all believe that yes, all these achievements are there on ground. So if they are there on ground, the timetable for election is already out. Next month, August, presidential candidates will start their campaign. The official ban will be lifted for presidents and the other. And
INEC has already, I think INEC has closed their portal already.
They have closed their portal
with 3 parties not, giving submitting presidential candidates. As we have APGA, then the PDP faction led by Yeson Wike, and the Labour Party faction led by Ninadi Usman.
So you see what we are saying. We will go to, by the time we start the campaign, maybe only Efife is speaking for spoken for the traditional rulers.
I think they also
the masses will say, the masses will now speak, and probably will begin to ask all these presidential candidates, including the incumbent that is, actually trying accolades at. Probably when they ask him about NNPC, about Ajaputa, and other, economic hub of the country, will begin to have answers. Whether it will be contrary to what Oni Ibe said.
Yes, we'll get to know and find out about that one. And I think our time is fast spent. Yes, so let's give callers more time today. So listeners, you can hit us up on the number 0913-857-9001. And real quick, for people who are using vehicles and machines, be expecting the fuel price to rise by at least 100 naira anytime from now. Yes, fuel is going to rise by at least 100 naira anytime from now. Yes, again. Alright, let's get to the phone lines. Hello, good morning this morning. Hello,
good morning.
Yes, good morning this morning.
Mr. Osman Apara.
Good morning, sir.
I greet you this wonderful morning.
Myself will greet you.
My name is Mr. Amos calling from Pulka.
Welcome, Mr. Amos.
Yeah. It is very unfortunate to us. The levels of football, the fans of England. One thing happened was not sweet at all. Freedom is weakening our body. But that is football for you. But people have to be cautious. They need to know what they are doing. They need to know the people they are supporting. The whole world is watching them. So that is what I have to say concerning the football. Coming to Nigeria again, I think what the senator is trying to tell Sheyi Makinde is not right. It's not right. This is something that happened in the state. I think it's high time for us not to be hiding things. Let us open up. If you know the sponsor of this kidnapper, please let us try to expose them. Let us try to bring them to book. And what the robber of Ife is also saying, that Nigeria is more better now. It is not true. It is not true. Look at what is happening in NNPC. I think we need to give justice to that. Thank you very much, and then Mr. Amos from Pulka.
Alright, thank you very much, Mr. Amos. And now we are seeing another Rara scenario again. This is just like what happened between Davido and Rara. It's the same thing again we are seeing with Senator Dafushimele now and serving as the Rara now in this in the National Assembly. Alright, we have Ozigis Ismail on the Facebook page saying, good morning everyone in the studio. I salute Baba Badeggi in Malaysia. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Mohammed Ibn Bukari saying, good morning gentlemen. We are missing Baba, or we say we miss Baba. He says, exactly. He says on Borno State schools adoption, the vice president is from Borno, but his position is wasted because he can't tell the president to rescue them. May Tinubu and Shetima lose presidential election. Okay, too. I don't blame Tinubu as much as I blame Kashim because he's just like a, okay, I can read that out. Please, let's watch our languages while we are sending in messages, please. Hello, good morning this morning. Fine, thank you. You have to move away from your radio set.
I'm fine.
God has vindicated me. I say the first traditional ruler that will support Tinubu openly in this country is the whole new of people. And it has happened now.
Wow.
You see, Abaya, problem you.
Seriously.
Problem they. You have leaders that cannot come out. Even easily to go and tell this man that what is not well in this country. Change your tactics. The practical of the economy is the people you are living. How are they fearing? You don't need to work on training and very practical. Look at the people you are ruling. They are the ones to tell you, yes, the economy is fearing. All what this man was saying now is not true. The way people are suffering, but the suffering is too much. So let them retake their step.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. We have Alhaji Denjuma Abubakar saying, our governors are not serious with the issues of insecurity because they are making a lot of money from federation accounts. All right. And back to the phone lines. Hello, good morning this morning.
Good morning,
Yes, good morning this morning.
I remind you, Minna is coming from Better Option.
Welcome, Mr. Idowunais.
Now, talks on this issue. Is let EFCT should go and verify or not UK accounts. I know, I say the truth. Maybe something I've already landed here, down. The way everybody is taking fire now, look what this man is saying.
Wow.
I don't know the reason why those people just come out and hold mic. The same thing with Boyan. Please, look what is happening. This man, this our president, we saw we should gather her, we should bring him to the book. Remove him, put other person here. But they are still supporting up to now. May God see us through.
Amen. Amen.
I recommend us our new official in Niger Tornadoes. But she tried to do well, may God see us through.
Amen. Thank you very much. It was nice. Fun fact through this morning, Iceland has one of the largest gun ownership rates in the world, and yet has one of the lowest crime rates in the world at the same time. Yes, crazy one right there. Hello, good morning this morning.
Good morning, Apana.
Hello.
You are
welcome. Sorry.
Aja seorang Allah juga bani, aja seorang Allah ay matalaka bunda kamata.
Thank you very much. Yes, we have INE Junior saying, good morning, the Badeggi crews, watching you people live from Owa, Alero, Delta State. May God Almighty continue to bless you people. Thank you. How is Delta this morning and the good people of Delta State? Hope you are all doing well. Back to the phone line. Hello, good morning this morning.
Hello, Mr. Fire, good morning.
Engineer, good morning.
Yeah, Engineer calling from Minna.
All right, welcome. Go ahead.
Yeah, we appreciate your courage.
Thank you.
Your zeal and the competence.
Thank you.
To have that ball made. To come out and be discussing what will help us in this country.
Thank you.
Frankly speaking, our advice to the only Oike is for him to pull out that traditional attire. Let him join politics.
However?
Yes, I think that will be better for him. And I also go by that last caller. Imagine he has seen something in Pakistan. That he can be able to say he's speaking on behalf of all the traditional rulers in Nigeria. It's very disheartening. Very, very disheartening.
All right.
Thank God, he made mention that the legacy this Mr. President has led will speak for him. So let's judge. By 2027, if he has good legacy, it will surely speak for him. But I believe we cannot celebrate failure. We can't. It is high time. Look at the issue of agriculture. Apara, thank God that you have said it. The first time of late President Muhammad Buhari, when took out over with the Minister of Agriculture, we got it right.
Yes, well, without debate, yes.
Coming back for Buhari to make that mistake of
removing
agriculture.
Yes, I agree. It's true.
So if Tinubu really means well with what he said, that he will continue from where Buhari stopped, Wallah is supposed to have targeted agriculture. I'm sorry. May Allah just help us. But we have entered one time.
Thank you very much. Yes, Mohammed Ibn Booker saying that President Bola Tinubu will attend and address world leaders at the 81st session of the UNGADA's United Nations General Assembly in New York In September, Nigerians will appreciate if he will be there himself, not sending a representative. Then let him call for positive aids to fine-tune Nigeria insecurity issues. The everyday kidnappings and killings, he should also make alignments with West African countries that are controlled by military governments. Nigeria need those countries for the sake of our porous borders. Thank you. I say not just speaking grammar and come back, Bosoko. Thank you for that one. And Mohamed Adamu says, I let justice to politics. To whom know the politics? Atiku is the answer to everything. Badeggi Radio is the best radio on earth that gives good information and entertainment. Thank you for that one too. Hello, good morning this morning.
Good morning, Dede and Usama Fire.
Yes.
Good morning, Omar Oki.
I remember Umar Oki calling from Chinga.
All right, welcome.
You see, I want to talk about the issue of Dr. children. I don't know if people are blaming Tinubu because if you look at Yoruba are very educated. They are well civilized. They have controlled the economy of this country. They know what they are doing. Now, look at what you and the Afar are doing now. It's hard to get your government. You are telling the truth, but they don't want you. In other words, they believe women concentrate on drawing boats to give them spaghetti and macaroni. All our people, they rely on selling local margaritas.
Oh, we lost that from Oki.
Yes, we have Ibrahim Amici Mohammed saying, good morning, People's Radio and gentlemen in the studio. It's high time Northern governors should be holding their meetings in different northern states so that they can see if some of their colleagues are doing well or not. Every meeting must not be in Kaduna only. Oga Governor, as you are giving to vice chairpersons who already have cars, please remember pensioners and farmers too. Exactly. Hello, good morning this morning.
Good morning, Mr.
Yes, good morning this morning.
This is Mr. Bute from Guyana, which is State.
Welcome, Mr. Bute.
Usman Afaya,
Yes.
ask this question now. I think even if it's poverty on the mind, where did the most respected, one of the most respected traditional ruler in Nigeria has reduced himself to the position of the Minister for Information? Is he doing the work of Muhammad Idris? Who will tell the truth? Who will tell, who will speak truth to the sense of this man, called President Tinubu, so that he will do the right thing? Nigerians are suffering. You are there. Praise singers all over, including the traditional. So who is left? Religious leaders are kind. May God hate Nigeria. Everyone is like poverty of mind. Kind.
Everybody's
My
on the
God.
mandate. We're all on the mandate.
Nigeria.
Mr. Bute was even short of words at
Yes,
it.
it's true.
Yes, it is. Yes, we have Dada Bala Zuru saying, when a leader governs with hope rather than vigilance, they may unknowingly surround themselves with misguided advisors and begin to tolerate poor counsel. Every piece of bad advice accepted weakens leadership and harms the people. Wise leaders must choose advisors of integrity, encourage honest opinions, and reject counsel that serves selfish interests. Leaders, wake up. Your decision shape the future of your people. Thank you. Hello, good morning. Okay, we lost that one. Aliu Isa says, good morning to you in the studio. Captain Dogo, another semantics again. Receivables and payables. Me self, that one shocked me. Says, Apaya, check out Albert Steno as chairman NGF. There's document with full implementation strategies on how to regenerate all sectors in the north. Unfortunately, due to greedy nature of our government, it remains unattended to. Our governors are the general managers of mining companies. Are you talking more? Hello, good morning this morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, good morning this morning.
My name is Emmanuel from Tonga.
All right, welcome, Mr. Emmanuel from Tunga. Go ahead.
When you are playing about Leife, I was just laughing.
Yeah? Why was that?
When an elder fails to tell the truth, when is he going to say the truth? Is it when he's in a grave? It's unfortunate. Let Nigeria be wise up. Nigeria is ruled by elderly people. Let's make a change and give to the young men. The same thing happened to Buhari, and now the same thing is happening to Tinubu. Let's have a change. Give this country to people who have something to offer, so that when we are talking, they will be listening. Our current president man is old. That is all the truth. Let's make a change. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Emmanuel. Yes, Madam, say Miloka was called for it is their turn to loot everything and leave the masses to suffer. Buying jets and luxury cars, while citizens who get them to power are being slaughtered daily And the First Lady has the audacity to cry about pressure. All we see is corruption, borrowing, and collapse of the economy. Gullible Nigerians, wake up. All right, thank you. Hello, good morning this morning. Yes, good morning this morning.
mutane da ke zama a ba suna daukan chronic ga tiri ya za a yi kana ka abubuwa na faruwa haka ka lokacin magana har ma kana ga mutane duk wanda bai yi ta saboda Allah wani da mun kunya kina
to kai hankuri sai dai hankuri. Yes, Ibrahim H. Please apply. Every caller should stick to 1 minute so that other callers can have time to call in. Okay.
It's a good
yes, we are reading more messages. I think I've read all the messages for today already, so we had enough time. Hello, good morning this morning. Hello. Yeah, our last caller, please, real quick. Yes, good morning this morning.
My name is Mustafa Muhammad.
All right, welcome.
The issue of Mike today and Prime Woman. I think why Mike today is that we need our support. Nigerians need to support this progressive spirit. Because they are talking the truth. And involving traditional law to defend the nursery. So, no, we can't blame ourselves because this government has shown clearly that if you are not going with God being joined, if you are not joining them, they are going to disgrace it. But Makinde has immunity, and Makinde has to speak the truth to the authorities. Because this is like it's managed. The citizens have the record, but they are afraid. That's why one Nigerian constitution should recognize working institutions, functional institutions, independent institutions. The judiciary should also take its independence to his hand, and because this position are allowed to make laws, if you make laws, and judiciary are allowed to be protected by politicians. Nigerian development will be direct, and the democracy will continue to some advising. So they might in this system organization and other important organizations should
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, real quick, Mr. Paya Patin, what's on the program?
Well, as usual, we want to just thank our listeners for always the same variety of just, you are our spirit of hope. Without you, we wouldn't be here. So you are our backbone. We hold you in high esteem. So
all right.
Have a great day ahead.
All right, thank you. From Abdul Mohammed, he says, good morning, fam. The latest financial statement of NNPC said we have spent 7.1 trillion on energy securities. What energy security? Me, I don't know. If you ask me now, we will make an ask. All right, thank you to everybody. Until tomorrow, do make sure you enjoy the rest of your day. Up next, it's time for the Badeggi Radio Link with Mr. Osman Apaya. So stay tuned. Don't talk that. Don't go nowhere. Bye for now.
FM.
Automatic, cause the traffic, I did my lane. I'm classy, I'm classy.
Okay, I just like scanning it. Like you scanning. Like you scanning. Yeah, she has a scanning it. Ah, wait, you some over the nothing.
I can do that one later. I'm on the description. I call me the same type of
automatic, cause the traffic, I never late. I'm classy, I'm classy. Oh, levels got me, Yami. Me then give me space. I'm classy, I'm classy. Only me, go and do what the bills only me. I don't pay my dues only me.
You don't end it live.
One like other